Irashaimase!
Hi, konbanwa.
Welcome to Maids and Butlers Part 2, our special edition right before the event show, where if you watch, I don't know if I'm going to wait all to the end, but I'm going to give you guys a special code to get $10 off if you haven't purchased a ticket yet online. And if you do a secret Moe Magic spell at the end, you could get $5 off at the door if you haven't purchased a ticket. So with us today, first we have Sebastian, also known as Sugi. She's going to be one of the vendors at the event. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Konbanwa, Sugi desu. I'll be selling various anime merchandise at the event. I have a few new items here, and it's also on my Facebook page for my shop if you're wanted to see details on it.
Yes, please. I saw a cute little Nendoroid.
Yeah. If you'd like, I can show the boxes. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. First up is she's super cute. I don't know if it'll. These are all Kuroko basketball, and they're little rubber keychains. And I have a video on my page. But they have like chubby little cheeks. They're very cute, and their cheeks are squishy, so you can poke the cheeks. They're really cute. That's one thing. I also have these are from Good Smile, which is the Nendoroid company, and this is Missing Kings. Okay, Missing Kings, and they're all different characters from that series, and they actually have changeable faces. And today I just if you notice, they each have you can flip their headpiece over to change their expression. So I just posted a video today because every time I sell these, everyone wonders how to change the face. So I made a video about that.
Where can we go to see that video if anybody's asking?
It's on my Facebook page and also my Instagram, and it's Sugi NJ.
Okay.
In both places, yeah. And then also with the changeable faces, I have the new Token Rambu set. You know, the little sword babies online. That's a video game. Very, very big in this country. And one more box to show. This is Ensemble Stars, which is sort of the male version of, you know, the idol, girl idol stuff. This is the Boy Idol show. Okay. It's actually a game, sorry. Not an anime yet, but I'm sure it will be. And this is the first volume, which means there'll be many more volumes, I'm sure. But this is, the bands are Trickstar and Undead are the first series. So those are little, you know, like keychain guys.
All right, so it's like a Love Live with boys, right?
Yeah, except with boys. Exactly. Correct. And I think that's all I have queued up to show. But those are my newest and freshest items that I have. And I bring everything over direct from Asia. So one thing that you may encounter at some anime conventions is, you know, sketchy merchandise. Let's say they may not be authentic. Yes. So. That's one thing I'd like to point out is I do try to sell everything is the authentic item, licensed item. And I always tell my customers to check the boxes because the boxes never lie. You can always tell a fake from the box. It'll have a bad print job, and also you won't see all the branding. Like this is Movic, you'll see their brand on it and all the licensing information. You can kind of tell the fakes because they don't have that information. So.
Usually, if it's in Japanese, is it usually authentic, or it could still kind of be? You have to like.
Yeah, actually, a lot of the fakes are made in China, and you know, people may not be able to discern the difference between the Chinese lettering and hiragana or katakana Japanese. It, depends on how knowledgeable they are, but the fakes can be very tricky. But the print quality also on the boxes can be not very good on the fakes. They'll have like a single color and sort of very light because they're trying to cheap out on the box printing. So that's another way to tell. I don't know. Sorry, I won't go on and on with my boring figure collector stuff.
I'm gonna take like an hour per figurine because I'm a huge figurine collector. So whenever I go to like, that's like my main thing.
I do actually. And I do get upset. Well, it's kind of like a peeve of mine. I do get upset at the vendors that sell fakes because I don't think that's fair to the artist that created the series or the company that's licensing it, or or the customer, because they're getting a lesser quality item, I think. So anyway, I'll get off my ranting.
No, I truly appreciate that because I really don't know. And like I was actually disappointed because New York Comic Con is the biggest one I go to. I know there's ones all over, but like the figurines, I don't think. Why is someone calling me, man? No. The figurines there, none of them impressed me. Either that or they were like $300 for like a cool Mario thing. So. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, another way you can tell if it's not genuine is the price tends to be ridiculously low. So if you know your figures and you know how much like an Android should cost, and you go to Comic-Con and you see one for $30 when you know they should be like 38 or 45 or whatever, then that's another sign. Not the deal. So anyway, I'll be selling this and more. I have other stuff. I have tote bags and accessories and silly things like that.
All that is kawaii.
To fill in the kawaii otaku lifestyle.
All right, so if you want authentic, adorable things, go to Sugi. She won't let you down. And it's nearby in Fort Lee. I mean, if you're in Bergen County, that's really close to New York. It's 30 minutes, 158 bus. And you don't have to go to a con with like everyone stuffy and smelly around you and feel claustrophobic. It'll be a nice, convenient location, really cute. You could walk around, have a good time. So definitely check her stuff out there. So we also have Abby here. Hey, Abby.
Hey.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and who you are dressed as, if it's cosplaying anyone or just like a maid or what exactly.
Well, I'm just wearing, a basic maid outfit. But tomorrow I'm probably gonna spice it up a little. I just didn't have that much time today, so that sucks. But yeah, I'm a freshman in high school, so this is my first time working at a cafe, and this is like really exciting,
She's so cute. You have little origamis going on in the back, right? Did you craft those yourself?
Oh yeah, I actually made like the 1,000 paper origamis, yeah, but I didn't have room to hang them all up, so.
Yeah, my office, I moved last month and I haven't decorated it at all yet. It looks like crap. Usually I have like Yoda and Star Wars stuff and like figures everywhere, but pretty basic. So, okay, so what got you into basically wanting to be a maid or go into the maid cafe?
Well, I went to Castle Point, and that was my first convention. I also went to the maid cafe there, so that was probably my first experience, and everyone was just so cute. It was like a magical experience, honestly. So working in it would be like amazing, and here I am.
I think you're going to do really good, and I really wanted to do an event for all ages, and I wanted to include you, because we have worked together, around each other too, like with EMCP, like at the photo shoot and all that stuff. But everyone's been telling me like, oh, I'm a fetus, like Daniel. Iris is probably watching. I can't go to anything, so I'm like, let me do something that everyone could enjoy for all ages. So there is beer, but it's not alcoholic, which I know some of you booed at. But Abby, you could have.
They do have alcohol though. Just not allowed to serve it.
What, Batten Ramen?
Mhm.
How do you know this? Is it like a secret stash somewhere that Nakajima-san didn't tell me?
Who do you think gave it to him?
They did?
Who do you think gave it to him?
Oh, you did? Where did you have it? I didn't see any alcohol. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, guys. So we also have Nero here of Breathing Veil.
Hello.
And
Yeah.
who are you today, sir? I think we could.
I'm just a panda butler.
A panda butler. And
Yeah.
tell me, I've been curious about this too. What is your obsession with pandas?
I have no idea. Just one day I just happened upon I just noticed that I have a lot of panda stuff with me. Not physically, but like all over the internet. Anything to do with panda, dragons, and fire. So I often call myself the Flaming Panda.
Okay. So are you a big Khaleesi fan?
Of course. I actually had a Targaryen necklace. Well, it's a necklace with a pendant of the Targaryen symbol, but yeah, kind of lost it at Anime Next this past Saturday.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it's
I
okay.
lost
It was
my
bound to happen.
Don't you hate that when you lose your treasured item
Right.
at conventions?
What's worse is it happened on the way back.
Oh
Oh no.
Yeah.
It wasn't even.
Yeah, I don't know how many times. That's why I think the Ida bags, the new Ida bags with the clear vinyl around them, are genius. Because I don't know how many times I've lost pins walking around conventions, and then I cry and I buy new ones.
Yeah, when I was Jessica Rabbit for the '80s event, I had the little Roger Rabbit, and my daughter fell in love with it because I just got it that day, and it was so hard to get that from her. And then I took it, and then I lost it.
Oh.
I ordered a new one, and it still hasn't gotten here yet. I suppose it's Prime, so supposedly she probably forgot all about it. But I was like, crap, I need to get another Roger Rabbit for her. But she's already moved on to the next thing. She's like about Shimmer and Shine and Bubble Guppies and I don't know, whatever else that she's into right now. Every day it's a new thing. So let's get back to Sugi. Or do you want to be called Sebastian? What would you like to be called today?
Whatever you wish. Oh, just hang
Oh. Arigato. So tell me, what got you into vending and into the cosplay and anime world?
It's been many, many years. I've been going to. I started going to the Anime Fan Fest in New York many years ago, when it used to be a separate event from Comic Con. The salad days, I like to call them. And that's what got me started. And I've always, been interested in it. And I think probably Toonami was the first time I started seeing it on broadcast television. But yeah, so it's been many years, and I started the business in 2008. So I can't believe it's been 8 years now. And as many other people in the business, you start it because it enables all your habits of for figure collecting and anime fandom, or otaku life as they call it now. And I just like any excuse to dress up, so that's why I love cosplaying. It's like an exciting part of it for me because I like to create the costumes and the makeup and all that, and the wig, and put it all together. And then I love going to the shows and having somebody recognize you. It's always the best feeling, like, oh my God, Sebastian, and then they want to hug you. And so I don't know, it's fun. It's really fun, and I like all the energy of the people at the conventions. Especially the kids that are just starting to get into it. They're like 11 or 12, and they're just so excited to, like, their first con, or it's just a lot of energy that I enjoy. So
Yeah, I just started getting I started getting my daughter in, and I think before she was even 1 year old, she was getting into these things. And she would like try on my wigs and like some of the costumes. So far, she's been, I believe, Superwoman, Steven Universe, a femme version,
Right.
Peppa Pig, and Yui from Sword Art Online.
Wow, that's a range.
And she just turned 2. So she has a crazy life ahead of her. But she's a little nutcase, so I think she's fine. I'm not gonna push her if she's not into it, but I could tell that she's already into the stuff. Like she'll take like my rose shield and sword and like play around with it and all this stuff.
So cute.
So she's a little baby otaku.
I'm going to get a video of that someday.
Someday, yeah. I know you got to meet her, and he actually Breathing Veil Anaver Nero Panda Bear over there. I don't know what to call him anymore. He shot her her second birthday, which is really cute. If you guys want to check that out. So Abby, how about you? What got you into like the whole cosplay community? You're pretty young too. Like, what was your first like anime, and like what got you into this world?
Well, like, it would probably be like the first time I went to a Halloween party, and then after that I was like, this is fun, like every day should be Halloween. So then I started cosplaying, I guess, and then I went to Castle Point, which is like pretty close to me, and I met a lot of great people, and I love like the whole community. It's such a positive thing, and you gain confidence from it, and it's such a great thing to have in your life.
Yeah, to be with like-minded otakus. And even sometimes it could kind of get competitive. I try to remind people, like, we're all nerds. We all have our quirks. We should just support each other,
Yeah, exactly.
And if you make costumes, if you're, if some consider you, like, too sexy and you're trying to be like the character, or you're not built the same or a different color, it doesn't matter. It's all about having fun and, like, finding people with like interest and love people.
Double.
Love. All you need is love. So, Annabelle, I think we know kind of your story. Is there anything new you want to share with us that got you into everything, or
Not really. I mean,
maybe some people haven't seen? What piqued your interest in it?
okay, well, just to reiterate, I guess what really got me into it is back when I started. I can't believe I'm about to admit this. I started pirating anime online because it's not available. Well, at the time, it wasn't available. Like Crunchyroll wasn't available here. So I kind of started pirating and watching it online. And, well, I hope I kind of made up for it by buying their merchandise now, but yeah, I mean that's how I kind of started, because before that all I watched were Cartoon Network and 4Kids, and we all know about 4Kids. All those animes that they used to turn into for kids. So yeah, I kind of discovered the difference between dub and sub, and I instantly fell in love with like the original versions, and that's usually all I watch now. I don't even watch dubbed anime anymore, unless it's like Pokemon or Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh. But even Yu-Gi-Oh, the newer ones I watched subbed.
Yeah, I'm not really into dubs, even though like if it's late at night and I'm watching subs, I get a little drowsy. And my husband's like, wake up! I'm like, ah. And then after like the third time, he's like, go to bed. Because some animes could be really talky too, like some episodes. I'm like, get to the point, give me some action here. But yeah, for me too, like I think the first time I cosplayed was because of New York Anime Festival years back. Maybe it was 2006 or 2007. Like I already had started modeling, but anime goes way back, like in high school. I would watch anime.
For sure.
And, you know, because I was raised Jehovah's Witness, I couldn't dress up. You know, you said Halloween all the time. So I was like, I could dress up all the time, and I had like all this reserved energy. I'm like, let me go crazy with this then. And now with this podcast, I could dress up at least once a week. So it's awesome. It gives me an excuse to do that.
Yeah, I'm starting to get there too.
It's a lot of work, especially when you have a kid to get ready for all this stuff, but it's fun.
Definitely. And even me,
I
like,
actually
what stopped me from cosplaying all the time before was my whole idea about me not having the body type. And obviously, like, after going to your events and hanging out with your circle, I'm kind of getting better at it now.
Yeah, it's all different body types and races and nationalities and everything. Doesn't matter. Anyone could cosplay and like have fun and enjoy each other. It's not a beauty contest.
And also, what also inspired me actually was a few years ago. I saw that India now has anime conventions, and like before, it was even like unthinkable for me to see like a brown person wearing anime stuff, where traditionally I've always seen like white people or Asian people wearing it, and like cosplaying, and yeah, like seeing like more and more brown people actually getting into costume and actually still look like the characters. Yeah, that just blew my mind. I was like, I could look like that. So I
That's
was
good
like,
that you had some role models.
well, I don't really have any role models right now.
Well, I know, you know what I mean.
But yeah,
I
like
could do that too.
everybody's my role model. Yeah, yeah. No one specific.
Yeah, it's funny because when I started modeling years ago, especially then, it's still now, like you have to be like 5'7" or 8, really thin. Back then, like everyone was anorexic. So I'm like, I'm gonna do fashion, and I'm gonna do beauty, and I'm going to do stock, and I'm gonna also do swim and other stuff. But I'm gonna prove a point that I could be petite and curvy and do whatever, and I did. And actually, the stock photos were the ones that got the most publicity. Like they're in doctor's office and college brochures and all this stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. So don't let anyone tell you can't be whoever you want to be or do whatever you want to do. Like
Especially
just keep
your own
trucking. Yeah, you could break the mold and, you know, start something new. It's just like the guy who started video games live. People thought he was crazy for that idea, like mixing classical with video games, and it's like one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my life. So I look up to him too. I forgot his name, but you know, if you're watching, you're awesome, dude. Okay, so let's do something a little fun. Sebastian, what's your favorite or what's a quirk of yours that people know or might not know about you?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Like a cute little quirk or a silly quirk, like something like special and unique about you.
I know a couple of my friends, I pinch them all the time. I don't know why I have a compulsion to pinch them, but I know that's not normal. I think it's because I'm a Scorpio, so I have like pinchers.
That makes sense.
That would explain all the poking I do. I'm a Capricorn with all the sheep and the horns.
Ah, there you go. There you go. Yeah. I think that's, I don't know.
How about you, Abby? Do you have something?
Oh, well, like I'm really into horror stuff, I guess, and people generally don't think I would be into that, I guess, because I look like small, innocent, I guess, like innocent.
Yeah, I definitely don't see it, but you never know nowadays.
Yeah.
How about you, Nero?
I make weird sounds with my voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Show us.
Like,
Yeah, do one.
yeah, so every once in a while you're like minding your own business, and then suddenly I'll be behind you and be like,
That's perfectly normal. See, like I see things that my daughter does out of nowhere, like just starts like screaming or going around in a circle, and I'm like, why can't we just express ourselves out of nowhere? People just judge us, like, what the hell's wrong with this person? But like as a kid, you can be so free and silly and whatever. So.
I mean, that's why I do it. I'm like, yeah, whatever, who cares? You know, I make weird sounds that get out of my system.
Yeah, you're not hurting anyone.
Well, that's debatable.
I actually,
Because
and my
it's-
husband doesn't let me do this. I like cracking fingers and toes, but he doesn't let me do it.
Oh, I crack everything.
No, but like other people's. Too.
Oh, okay.
And my daughter's too small now, and she has little baby toes, so I won't do it for her. But I know I have a million other things, and I can't think of anything right now. I'm sure if my husband was on, he would have a long laundry list of stuff.
Call him.
Nah, he's busy like doing his Twitch stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he works at Shack News. For people that know, he's a video game writer and editor. So like they're at E3, so it's been pretty intense this week for him. So let's see. So Sebastian, what else? Do you have a favorite sweet that you would say that you would have like at Maid Cafe, like some irresistible treat that you can't live without?
I do love crepes, like Japanese style ones with the ice cream and the Nutella and bananas and the strawberries in them. I would say that's my favorite sweet. And I always, well, now they actually have a crepe stand in Mitsuya, but before it would only be at festival time. And I remember
do? I have to go.
yeah,
we're going. All of us.
Yeah, if you walk in, I'm sure you know Mitsuya layout, but when you walk in the door, it's the one directly inside the door that has its own tables and it's glassed in. They have crepes now, so.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, and they're pretty good. But I used to have to wait until the festival happened every year, so I was always sad, like, when are they coming?
Yeah,
but I noticed there's more of those places popping up now.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say there's more crepe places popping up now, but they're not always the walking around style, like the cone style. They're usually like on a dinner plate, but whatever, it tastes the same.
And do they have just sweet crepes, or do they have like meat? Not probably just all sweet, right?
Yeah, it's all sweet because it's like the traditional like Harajuku street stand style where they make it in a cone and a paper, and so it's kind of cool.
Oh my god, I want that now. Like I said, I usually would get the cream.
Oh, taiyaki.
Yeah, cream yaki there. And then also always the hamburger steak at Tokyo Hanten, which I've perfected. I love making that, especially a free version of it. So Abby, how about you? What's your treat? It could be savory, it could be sweet, it could be whatever you want it to be.
I really like macaroons, but they're just like so tiny. I can't get enough of them. Ugh, that's the problem.
They're way too expensive.
Yeah, true.
But then, I mean, they are treats, so you're not supposed to have them all the time.
They're like so light. You know what I find about like Japanese or Asian sweets in general? They all taste healthy. Like but they're so light, and you're like, I'm not gaining weight eating these. Like I'm like 50 of these, and be fine. Or like the strawberry cakes that you buy in like a Korean bakery. Like it's so light and fluffy.
Actually, when it comes to sweets, I do like the light and fluffy better than.
Yeah, it feels a lot healthier. I don't know if it is. Maybe.
Yeah.
I like to think so.
It's all a lie.
I'll be like L. Eating sweets makes me smarter. So Annabelle, what's your favorite treat or sweet?
Okay, I have two. One of them, I'm gonna go with a Japanese thing, Pocky, but the Oreo version,
Yeah.
which on like the Oreo version of it is called a panda. Something panda. It's panda themed. So yeah, there's that. And then my second one would actually have to be something very recent. Are those chocolate chip cookies from 8-Bit Bake Shop? Hannah makes them amazing.
Ooh, shout out to 8-Bit. They're watching. They make a lot of really, really good things. Like,
yeah,
you have to try their fudge. Oh, my God. And their orange creamsicles.
I haven't had that. I'll have to try that.
And I doubt my husband's going to watch this, but I'm trying to get a birthday cake for him from them. And hopefully cosplay delivery. I'm going to make it Overwatch. I was like, can you make, like, the booty of the
Tracer's booty.
I was like, can you do something like that? And it's funny because people like are so obsessed over the girl's rump, and I'm like, it would be hilarious, and I really don't care.
Here, I thought I was perverted.
No, I'm pretty, like, maybe that's one thing. I'm pretty perverted. People probably can't tell, but I'm a good girl, but, you know.
Yeah. Outside the bedroom, you're an amazing girl.
Yeah, what did they say?
Princess in the
a
streets.
freak in the sheets, but a lady in the streets.
Yeah, something like that.
But anyway, this is NSFA, you know, safe for Abby. We have to make it safe for Abby. She's underage here. But anyway, my favorite would be, I think it's a deep fried ice cream, which is also Japanese.
Just hearing that makes me feel like I gained 2 pounds.
So good. Yeah, I'm trying to remember there's a place in Fort Lee that makes it that's really good. It'll come to me. I'll let you guys know. All right, so let's see. So let's say Sebastian. I'm not sure if you have someone or not, but who would be your ideal mate? Like, well, what do you look for in someone?
That's a tough one. They'd probably have to be tolerant of my many hobbies, including cosplay and figure collecting, and I'm always working on something, some kind of project, making stuff. So it does take up a lot of my time, which is why I don't have anyone, because I don't have time. I'm always, you know, spending all my energy creating cosplays and stuff. So
maybe you could create your mate, like a weird science. And that's the whole reference, if anybody understands.
Like a body pillow, right?
Or you could grow them out of a petri dish. In vitro.
I think that's beyond my skill level, though.
You never know. Believe it.
That's the bio. But yeah, probably just somebody who understands my my special geekdom. I think that's probably would be the most challenging.
And do you have like a specific type or anything?
I tend to go for dorky glasses. I'm a big Meg and Egg girl. All my favorite characters tend to have glasses, and I think that's, you know, they say you type after your parents. So, you know, my dad was a glasses geek, so that's probably why.
Yeah, my dad was a huge computer geek, and he raised me, and he got me into like sci-fi and computers and video games and cartoons and all that stuff. So my husband's pretty much him, but not as corny, I guess.
Right. The never better version.
But yeah. Okay, and Abby, how about you? I know you're young, but I know you probably want to find love. I was into boys and stuff at that age too. Chucks. So what's your ideal mate? If you have not one.
Well, I guess it would be great if he could like cosplay with me, because I've always seen couples at cons do, you know, cosplay like couples, and it's just so cute. I'm just there like fangirling, like, oh, I want that in life. And other than that, I guess like I'm more into the kind of like quieter, mysterious type.
The bad boys.
Yeah.
That's why she likes Sebastian so much.
Yeah, the Sebastian figure right there.
Sweet little Abby, the horror and bad boys.
You noticed as soon as she saw Sebastian, she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna cosplay that." Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I have to watch Black Butler. I haven't seen that. Should be on my to-do list.
I saw it like 8 years ago.
Oh.
I saw Oron Host Club. Is that close enough?
I would say it's the opposite end of the
Very
spectrum.
different, yeah.
But it's still, there's a lot of humor in Black Butler. I mean, it's a very dark story, but there's some silliness in it too. They balance it out pretty well. I think that's why it's so popular.
Okay, I'll definitely check that out. With all my other million animes that I'm trying to fit in the schedule.
A very long list of things to watch.
Yeah, before I was talking to my husband, I'm like, before we used to watch so much more, and I'm like, how did we do it? And it was before our daughter, like we used to watch it all day, like let's say in the weekend, we would start like breakfast anime, and then lunch, dinner. Now it's like after she goes to sleep, like okay, let's watch this thing. Otherwise, it's just her cartoon, Peppa Pig. I'm like, oh God, I don't want to watch another Peppa Pig. Actually, it's kind of entertaining, I guess, because like they're very I don't know, confrontational and upfront. They have that British humor. So if you have a kid, you know, Peppa Pig isn't so bad to watch. So Anniver, who do you look for? What are you looking for in a mate?
They have to be human.
Okay, that's a good requisite.
Breathing, a human.
You sure you're not into panda bears or dragons?
No, I don't do that bestiality thing.
All right, good.
Not into that. But hey, if they could dress like a panda. I'm not into furries or anything, but
That was my next question.
yeah, no, I'm not into furries at all. I guess, yeah, just like everybody else here, they have to be into like anime, and I mean, it's a plus if they can cosplay, but that's not a requirement. But they also have to, like, if I'm gonna pick somebody to be my life partner, they have to be comfortable with the idea of moving to Japan with me.
So you're leaving us, Anniver? Come on, man.
That's where I'm gonna retire. It's gonna be like 40, 30 years from now.
Who's going to record for us play events? Who?
My son? I don't know.
I'm gonna have to fly you over. Hopefully one day if I'm that big. Or maybe I'll be in Japan by then too.
Yeah, well, our entire production is gonna move to Japan.
Yeah, come on, guys. I'm sure most wouldn't mind. If I could get everyone like a little loft that we could be all like, live in a bathhouse or something.
Hot spring, yeah.
Yeah, hot spring.
Like out in the mountains.
Oh, I always dreamt to have like one of the houses with the screen doors and the tatami mats. One day, I want to build one from scratch.
Yeah, we'll give Abby like a dark corner so she can live out her horror fantasies.
Yeah.
She can live in the closet and jump out at people.
It'll be like a future diary room, like all creepy.
Right?
Bodies there. All right, guys. Well, we discussed your interests. Oh, how about? Do you guys have any special talents? Let's say that are unique to you, other than let's say cosplaying, something that you're really good at. I would say, and maybe you could perform it, you know, live at the Maid and Butler show if you dare. Sebastian, aka Susie.
Oh my God. I don't know. I don't think that's I don't know. I think I'm not good at anything, but I don't know. I do like to dance, and I went through heavy K-pop fandom phase where I was learning teen pop dances from the videos. So I don't know if that's really a talent because you'd probably see it and say, "Oh, that's horrible," but I don't know. Yeah, that's all I can think of, really.
Oh, you create your own
Performance.
cosplays, right?
Hmm?
You make your own cosplay?
Yes, yes. I don't know. Well, I was thinking of performance art, but yeah, I do sew a lot, and I do draft my own stuff often, only because I can't, if you're looking for a specific thing for a character, and I tend to be very OCD about matching to their clothing, so I end up making things and often drafting stuff, patterns on my own to make them. And it's all self-taught. I didn't go to school or anything. It's just more the need to match the character. I must match them. So I forced myself to learn how to do things to make characters. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm always learning new crafts. Like I just did a whole kanzashi headpiece, which is like all the fabric flowers that the geishas wear. And that was, because I had a kimono and I wanted to wear it to anime next, and I thought it should have a headpiece, and I looked at them on Etsy and they were really expensive to purchase them, so I decided I could make that. And 2 weeks later, and 10 million ribbon petals, I regretted my decision. I got it done, but I was kind of thinking, this is why it's so expensive, because it's a lot of work. But I don't know.
You don't think Etsy overprices things, or you think that they're worth what?
No, I in general, I think that they're worth what they are. And if you look at the photograph, that's why photographs are very helpful, because you can tell the quality. Because that's another thing I'm very picky about, like clean work. So yeah, I mean, you can usually tell, and I think most of them are priced fairly. I don't know, but there's always the crazy outliers on Etsy that are charging, $20 for a plastic beaded bracelet. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay.
And you wonder, like, is this one better than the other bracelet? Is that why? So
Yeah.
Yeah,
You just. It's almost like you have to be a crafter to know, to tell what you're buying, because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, don't they have user reviews though?
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that could help.
Yes, that helps also. And also, the other thing I find helpful is a lot of people that do Artist Alley. You can see their stuff in person, at events. So it's also helpful to be able to touch them and see them in person. And then you can always order from them later again. Yeah. That went off the tangent.
Yeah, that's completely fine. You've been very informative during this whole thing, so I appreciate that. We're learning a lot of insider tips.
You don't need to shut up at any time. That's just my dorkiness leaking out.
Editor seems like he's up to no good, like he's plotting something.
Mm.
You need like a cat. So Abby, how about you? Do you have like a little secret hidden talent, or one that we know of?
I don't know. I just kind of fangirl and watch anime in my free time, honestly. Like,
Origami.
Origami is a talent, yeah.
true, I guess.
I was going to say origami is obviously a skill.
Durr.
She's so
Oh
modest.
yeah, origami.
Okay, and you, Edward?
Oh, me? I don't know. Maybe that might give you a clue.
Oh, you play guitar?
Durr. Yeah.
There you go.
Why the heck aren't you performing for Tamadashi's Got Talent?
Because I can't bring in an audience. I don't have a fan base.
Oh,
You could create a new one.
Where
Yeah,
you're-
it's too much work. I'm already swamped with videos.
Well, I'm gonna have at the end of it anyone who wants to like go on stage and show off like a minute or two of their talents, you could go up there.
Yeah, maybe I'll sing the Teen Titans theme.
Sure, that'll be fun. The new one or the old one?
Old one. Hi, hi, puffy, yummy, yummy all day. Yeah.
I watched the new Teen Titans, and not just for Santa. I find it cute.
Yeah,
I know people hating on it.
It's a comedy, and I think I started watching it thinking it was going to be like the old one, and then I was disappointed, but then I let it go, and I'm like, okay, it's just silly.
It's silly.
Yeah. You gotta let it go, just pretend it's silly. So.
I don't like the art style.
Yeah. I heard they're going to reboot it again and make it serious. I don't know, that might just be a rumor, but...
No, I'm not hoping for anything.
So also Aniver, he forgot to mention he's a photographer and videographer, so that's a talent.
I guess. If you could call running around with a camera a talent.
Anyone could do that, but it depends, how the pictures and videos look after. Everyone wants to be a photographer, but not everyone's a photographer.
Exactly. Well, I always, because I used to have some very young customers that would say, oh, I'm a photographer because their parents got them a camera. I'm like, well, you're not making a living at it, are you? So, I don't know, that's kind of, my thought is, if you're going to call yourself that, you should be doing it professionally. I don't know. That's just me. Because I know there's a lot of photographers that work very hard to make a living at it, so kind of, that was my thought on it. I mean, not to say that anybody can't take pictures. But
it could be a hobby that you're learning.
Yeah, yeah.
But, yeah, you have to have a God-given talent for that. Yeah. Or maybe you could grow and learn from that, But most of the people have an eye. Like, my husband's pretty good, even on his phone. But he does more landscapes and he doesn't want to take it serious. Like, he does it just for fun or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. That's me with photography and music.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, I look at it. Yeah, I do it just because of the world that we live in with cosplayers and figures and everything. You end up taking pictures. So, but I don't like to say that, oh, I'm a photographer of, I don't know. I just feel like, oh, I'm a hobbyist. Like, I do it for fun.
Yeah.
But somebody like, I don't know, like Eugene. Well, you know Eugene.
ENTP, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he makes a living at it, so,
of course.
I admire that.
Eugene, he wants me to do a special podcast on just him.
Oh, of course he does. Of course he does.
All about Eugene.
Of course.
Just make it about all film, all photography, all media.
Like, I was like, oh, what questions should I ask you? He's like, oh, what made me so awesome?
Oh, my Lord.
These photos so great. Like, oh, I'm like, yeah, sure. As for me, I guess I like bringing people together. I guess I'm good at that. I don't know. That's my talent, I guess.
Yeah, your talent is setting up fun events and taking care of a child.
I guess being I'm kind of a mother figure to quite a bit of people, even annoyingly so. So yeah, I guess. All right, so we're going to the end of this. So if you guys have made it till now, now I will give you the secret code.
Yay!
You made it this far! Yay! I wasn't gonna give it to you all willy-nilly in the beginning. So
you gotta sit through all that.
Well, one of my most favorite animes as of late is Erased. And since we're going back in time and pushing the clock back to the original price of $20 for tonkatsu curry, gyoza, shrimp fried rice, performance from React, from Noli Poly, Noli Pop, sorry. We're going to have vendors, we're going to have games, we're going to have freebies, a cosplay contest. So it's going to go back to $20 with the code ERASED if you put it in. And if you do this special magic spell when you walk in, if you haven't bought a ticket yet, we'll give you $5 off. Let's see, do you guys remember what it is?
Of course.
Oh, God.
Christopher, you started.
You want me to start it?
Yeah, you started. Go.
Okay. Foodie, cootie, moe,
Moi,
moe,
moi,
love,
love
June.
June. Let's do it again.
Okay.
That's not our talent, obviously.
and synchrony.
It's not gonna be synchronized though.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Foodie,
Cootie,
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 moe,
moi,
moe,
moi,
love, June.
love June.
You guys are behind.
Okay, last time. Ready? 1, 1, 2, 3.
Foodie, cootie, moe,
Moi,
moe,
moi,
love,
love
June.
June. I'm sorry. You know, there's a lag in some computers, so if you make a fool of yourself and do that, like we just did.
Hey. No, we're gonna all be doing that
Yeah, so
all night, so you can't call it making a fool. You're gonna be one of us. You're gonna be one of
If
us.
people watching know my sense of humor, they know what I'm about. Look at me. I'm freaking just like a rabbit right now. You think I take myself seriously?
Of course you do. You're the serious rabbit of Rabbit Town.
Yeah, I'm like Jessica Rabbit if she was a rabbit. Basically.
Animated.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for joining us. I'm going to have links to everybody shown here. Do you guys want to give any last words? I can start with Nero first before we go.
Yeah, remember how I always made it a point to not think of Nero from Devil May Cry?
Okay.
What am I wearing right now?
Yeah, that's true. He's a
I
large
just realized that. Like,
now.
I just realized that.
Deep down, he wants to be Nero from Devil May Cry, y'all.
Yeah. Where's my brother Dante?
Oh, it's okay, pat.
Wait, he's not
Abby?
like that. Where's my brother Dante now?
okay. My message to everyone would be to come because everyone that's working at the cafe is literally so cute and adorable. Like you don't want to miss this, guys.
Aw, you just want to hug her. Oh my god, you guys.
You have to do your Akio.
Sugi.
Well, I look forward to seeing everyone there, and I'm always happy to see otaku and talk about anime and junk, and eat some delicious food at the same time.
Oh, it's so good. If anyone's gone to the cosplay masquerade, they'll know. So again, guys, it is tomorrow, Friday, June 17th, from 9:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. It's going to be in Batten Ramen in Fort Lee. So yeah, you can find tickets on Eventbrite. You'll see my links spread all over the social networks. So you're gonna have like a lot of fun, a lot of good times, a lot of kawaii-ness and love and peace, and you know, we hope to see you there. And I joke around, but we're gonna be super cute with everything we do.
For sure.
So please come by and check
It's
us
gonna be
out.
magical. Magical.
Okay, matastane. See you guys tomorrow.
Good night.
Mwah. Bye.